Happy birthday, Sagittarius! This is my birthday gift to you. It is a forecast for your year ahead. I am a true believer that our year ahead, our New Year's resolution, so to speak, happens when you have your sun sign birthday as opposed to our calendar year, January 1st. So I thought I would do a birthday spread for you. And this really represents your year ahead and what kind of things are going to be going down in your life. So with that being said, let's take a peek at your birthday reading for the next year. All right, so we have, I just want to make sure that you can see all the cards. Okay, year ahead. So Sagittarius, this right here in the position that represents your current place in the world, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now the Queen of Cups in an upright position speaks to somebody who has a lot of wisdom, very nurturing person, very motherly person. I feel that some of you may have been going through a lot of busyness in your life. You know, that 9 to 5 grind, just where everybody has so many things on their to-do list that you've gotten away lately with that real you that can shine through, and that nurturing person that's in there. And I'm not saying that you're a very cold-hearted person. I'm not saying that at all. But I think that you haven't taken enough time out to nurture those personal relationships in your life the way that you truly want to. So I feel that is where we are starting the year. Now, people sometimes don't like reversals. I do, because it tells a different tale, and it gives a whole new significance to the cards. So in the position that represents your goals for the next year, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse again. Two of Pentacles in an upright position speaks about somebody who is juggling some decisions, two different situations, two different offers, really contemplating and weighing up things. In a reverse position, I see this year, Sagittarius, that you've been giving a lot of thought leading up to your birthday about what you want to do, what changes you want to make in your life, and what areas you would like to see those changes come through. So I'm seeing that this year you're really not hesitating as you move forward. You're really taking charge to move forward and to create that life that you have been envisioning leading up to your birthday. Now in this position, this represents what empowers you, and you have the Nine of Rods in reverse. Now, the Nine of Rods in an upright position, as you can see here, it's a person, he's a little bit beat up. He's got bandages on his head and his arm. You know, he's holding on to his stuff for dear life. And it's almost like, you know, he just feels like everybody's against him. In a reverse position, I feel that this year, and it's funny because the last couple months, I think this has come out in your reading, about what empowers you. I feel that you now feel the support that you have around you, and you're not feeling like you're threatened anymore. You're not feeling like you're out in the cold on your own. You're moving forward with a lot of support behind you, and I think that you have that confidence now as you move forward through this year ahead, knowing that you have support from various people, and you know, a lot of people. I mean, it's a 9. You've got a lot of people around you who are supporting you. So any of those feelings that you've had before about people potentially not being there for you, not supporting you in the areas that you wish you had their support, that feeling is not there at all this year. You're feeling very supportive, very confident, very grounded with your surroundings and the people around you. Now, the powers within that you would like to develop is what this card represents. And you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So Nine of Pentacles is someone who is very serene, you know, very accomplished, enjoying the harvest, so to speak. In a reverse position, I see that, this is the place that you want to get to. And it's funny because the first card that we pulled, it spoke to, that calmness potentially was lacking. You may have been caught up on that, the rat race is what I call it, the rat race of life that we all sometimes get swept away in, and before you know it, it's weeks or months that have gone by before you've actually taken time out to focus on you and to get back to the basic roots of you. And here I feel that this is what you want to develop. You want to get to this serene place this year ahead. You want to feel accomplished. I think you do have a lot of accomplishments. But you want to get to that serene place where you're not only, enjoying the harvests of your labor, but you're also in that serene place where you can extend your love and your gratitude to those around you in a very calm way, not in a, okay, let's go out for dinner, okay, that's done, check, and the meaningfulness of that interaction is not there. So, I feel that that's what your goal is this year, is to take a step back, to really enjoy the moment that you're in and enjoy it for what it is. Now, in this position here, this represents your present physical, material well-being. So we have the 5 of Rods here. Now, some people interpret this card as a card of conflict. I don't really get that. And when I say your present, physical or your material well-being, these are the things that impact your day-to-day life. So it doesn't necessarily mean money. It can, but it doesn't necessarily mean money. It could just mean the things that surround you in your day-to-day life, the support that you have from outside influences, your housing, what have you. This, to me, I see this as more of a positive feeling, especially based on the previous cards that we've pulled. But I see this as more of a card of, working together. You can see all these people, they're working together, they're pulling together as a team, and they're getting things done. So I see that, and again, I think this is what's building your momentum into the year ahead and feeling so confident and sure-footed as you move forward. Now, in this position here, this represents your present emotional state. And what a beautiful card, Sagittarius. So you have the Lovers. So I feel that right now, as you embark upon your year ahead, Sagittarius, you're going to be entering this new year with a feeling of optimism, with a feeling of hope, with a feeling of, we can do this. You've got a lot of support. I'm really feeling that there are a lot of solid partnerships in your life this year as we move forward. And I want to say relationships, but as soon as I go there, people automatically think a love relationship. And there are so many different types of relationships or partnerships that we can have. And that's really where I want your headspace to be as I'm explaining this to you. Because I see this, as you are looking at life with a whole new lease on life, at all of the possibilities that are available to you with all of the bonds and relationships that you have built. Now, in this position here, this represents your spiritual state, or what's on your mind. And again, you have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So 3 of Cups in an upright position, you can see, there's 3 girls. Again, this is a general reading, so it could be 3 men celebrating, 3 women celebrating, but they're really enjoying life. In a reverse position, I think you're feeling that you don't have enough of that in your life, which it's all tying in quite nicely about where your focus really seems to be heading this year, Sagittarius, is really, it's not all about work. I think you've done a lot of work leading up to this point in your life where you have been developing solid foundations for those day-to-day things in your life, the things that you have to get done, the bigger projects, the little projects, but you've been really tackling those very strategically. You've got a lot of people on side, but I think you're really starting to feel, my social life is just not where I want it to be. That's the area of focus this year as we move forward. Now, in this position here, this represents your oppositions for the year ahead. Now, The Star card in an upright position, it really speaks to that calmness, the serenity, enjoying the spotlight. In a reverse position, potentially, and you know, this is all really tying in quite nicely, Sagittarius. Potentially, you might not feel comfortable at first as you embark upon, you know, building upon these social relationships. And really just, you know, feeling at ease, taking time out of getting things done to enjoy you and the people that mean the most to you. You may almost feel guilty by taking time out to sit down and have a quality cup of coffee with a good friend. And I think that will be your biggest challenge as you move forward, because you are a go-getter and a doer, is to actually put that to-do list aside. You know, not indefinitely, but just for a short period of time to enjoy, you know, those moments that you have on a more personal level. Now, the last card that we have here represents the action required that you need to do to achieve your goals. So here we have the World. Now, the World is a beautiful card. And the World really talks about, you know, the world is your oyster. I always refer to this card as. It has all the suits. I'm really looking at all you have to bring to the table. And by saying all you have, it's not just what you have within, it's what you have externally. And looking at how to utilize all your resources so you can really focus on you and that quality time with you to develop your internal being as you move forward this year, and to have that spiritual growth, not only just with yourself, but with the relationships, the personal relationships in your life. So, you know, maybe it means that somebody else goes and gets the groceries. Maybe it's not always going to be you. Maybe you're going to assign a task at work, so it doesn't mean you have to work over the weekend. Maybe you're going to delegate some tasks that way. So really looking at all of your resources and utilizing them. And I think sometimes, you know, back to this card here, you may feel guilty. You may see it as a sign of weakness because you're not doing it all yourself. But you don't have to, Sagittarius. Nobody has to go it alone all the time. And when you continue to do that, you do burn out. And I think you're feeling a little bit of that as we enter into your birthday year, because, you know, you're feeling like it's all work, no play kind of thing. So this year, you know, the overall message is to really enjoy your year ahead and really focus on you. And more of the social side is what I'm picking up on this, to really focus on those relationships in your life, those partnerships in your life that really bring you a sense of inner fulfillment. That's where the key focus is for the year ahead. Now, the two bonus cards that I'll pull for you to give us an additional overall energy for the theme of the year ahead, we have the Moon here, which can symbolize, you know, sometimes some hidden factors that are coming into play. And I think the hidden factors for you, Sagittarius, and I think something that you've been seeing over the last little bit in the recent past, is that you have more support and resources than you imagined. I think you have always thought that you have to get everything done by yourself, and you're starting to see, and I think you will continue to see as the year ahead progresses, all of the support that you truly do have. People that you didn't think you could call upon to help you out in a specific manner, you will be finding that you can this year. And I think that will surprise you, but in a completely good way. Now, here you also have the Ten of Pentacles, which, as you can see here, this really is a card of coming together, community, you know, of all generations. Again, reinforcing that overall message that you do have. It takes a community. What do they say? It takes a community to raise a child. And that's so true, because, you know, it's all generations, all walks of life that can come together to help each other. So I feel that is the overall feel for your year ahead, Sagittarius. Now, I'm also going to pull an angel card for you for the year ahead. Now, these angel cards are really directed for your life purpose, and this is the message from the angels to tell you where potentially you could be focusing, or where they would like you to focus, where the universe would like you to focus for your greater successes. So let's just pull a card here and see what your message from the angels is. So you pulled Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Isn't that beautiful? So again, it aligns nicely with what we have been talking about. Really just pulling yourself back to the basics, enjoying yourself, enjoying those quiet moments with yourself, those quiet moments with your friends, with your family, with the people that mean the most to you. And that's really what it's all about for you this year, is just taking time out to enjoy the small things, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, as they say. And you do have the angel support, the universe's support on your side to make this happen and to have a truly successful, peaceful year where it's all about you. So how good is that? You get to focus on you and building your inner strength. So that is my birthday gift to you, Sagittarius. It is a lot better than me singing, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful year ahead. Until we see each other next time, keep your head up, keep smiling, and enjoy the sunshine.